I guess you're going to go and do that. Huh, when you haven't even done this.
Hello and welcome to kind of mini episodes. I don't know, I didn't get the plural right. This will be a teaser or a promo for episode 25. It's from the episode 25 sessions, if you will. I'm Thomas Ricks, joined by
Kieran Shaw
and
Raynell Cooper
and
Chris Dolan
and
Kelsey Romer.
Yep, Kelsey Romer, in case couldn't make it out because I couldn't hear her very well. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about one story, and we're just going to chat about it for a bit, and then we're going to put it up on YouTube for you all until Kieran has the full, awesome, hour-long kind of talk show episode 25 ready for your ears.
Yeah!
So, the story, as we have already batted around, is in Sweden. We talked about another Sweden story that I will not mention. You'll have to listen to episode 25 to find out. But in Sweden, they want to make it a law that men have to urinate sitting down.
I posted this on the Facebook page. Should I take it off?
Yeah, take that off. But basically, and obviously, some men's rights people are going to carp and complain about how this is feminizing men or something. But it's a simple biological. I thought for a second, Sweden is very accepting of progressive, I guess, gender roles. So I thought for a second it was going to be like a thing where, like, I don't know, they didn't want to discriminate against people who can't or something. But it's just a biological thing. Men spray a lot of urine, like they did studies on this, and they don't want that kind of nastiness going on in public restrooms.
It makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
How do they regulate it? How do they regulate that, though?
Cameras. I don't know.
Yeah, really. You have like a bar you have to put over you.
It's like a roller coaster.
You lock yourself in, yeah.
You sit in and
I'm thinking of the attendant that has to stand in the bathroom and monitor people while they
to watch you.
Like the worst job in history.
It could be like that one scene in Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade when you have to kneel or the blade cuts your head off.
Yeah. It probably won't be that extreme now. But,
what does the penitent man do? He kneels!
I guess this makes up for the centuries upon centuries of really oppressive laws against women. We finally get a law discriminatory against men that makes our lives worse. Seems like it makes up for it. Makes up for the whole lack of having a right to vote and everything, I'd say.
I'm with Raynell.
I don't know. I feel like I'm on a two wrong, something right.
Fair enough.
So.
I'd like to point out that the German word, not the Swedish one, unfortunately, but the German word for a man who sits peeing down is a sitzpinkler, which is hilarious.
And also very fitting.
Sitzpinkler.
Das Sitzpinkler.
I speak very, very basic German, and that's pretty awesome. It's going to be my new favorite word.
Yeah. I think it's usually used as an insult, Pinkles while he sits. There was a skit where, like, Larry David's character on Curb Your Enthusiasm, like, explains why he sits peeing down. And he's like, yeah, I read, like, the New York Times, like, 20 times while you're peeing on your shoes.
Thomas, you said sits peeing down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
I
apologize.
didn't know if I noticed that. Wow.
Where Larry David sits peeing down. he sits peeing down. He's always peeing down whenever he sits. Whenever he sits down, he just has to release. I like it. Anyway, I just like that because the story, it quotes a professor from the University of Louisville, and he said, men scatter urine not so much during the actual urination as during the, quote, chafing off. Shaking off.
Did you say sheafing?
I think
We've been talking for an hour. We've been talking for an hour for episode 25.
It's like 1:45 midnight, and during the shaking off that follows.
I was like, sheafing off. That sounds like a masturbatory euphemism.
Urine gets scattered everywhere during that,
Yeah.
As a result, forcing men to sit while emptying their bladders will serve little purpose, since no man wants to shake himself off while remaining seated on the toilet.
You never
met
me.
No,
I like the sentiment.
Wait, so how are they gonna? I'm confused.
we already went over this. Blade coming out of the wall.
Yeah. Chop off the knee.
They just take off all the urinals, and then...
Well, no, like, you can still pee standing up. In
yeah, I mean,
stalls.
you can, but then, I mean, you're already in the stall, you might as...
Maybe they can lower the stall walls so everyone will have to sit.
I always
Right, since you're standing up.
I always
see
prefer
everybody.
peeing in stalls anyway, so.
Yeah, same.
That's an amazing Kieran Shaw fact.
And a Raynell Cooper fact, apparently.
Wait, do you say you prefer
I'm not a
peeing in
guy,
stalls?
so...
I prefer
Actually,
peeing in
no.
stalls, yes.
Kelsey had a point.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Okay. No, I'm really not a guy, so this is not, like, as relevant to me, obviously. But this whole thing just annoys me. Does the Swedish government not have anything better to do than regulate how people pee?
Maybe they
Honestly.
just have.
They have
They have
Twitter.
really.
So,
They have very messy peers over there, I guess. It's becoming.
What
a real
is
There
Raynell
problem.
isn't
doing?
much
I'm
happening in
confused.
Sweden.
Why are you
Oh
standing?
no, we lost Raynell again. Raynell, we can't hear you.
come back to
Right
me.
here. I can
Raynell,
hear
come
you.
back.
He can hear us.
Blame it all on me.
Why can't you hear me? I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Now we can hear you.
Okay. No, I was saying. Anyway, I was saying, there's not much happening in Sweden. They could really do whatever. It's not like they have crime in Sweden. No one murders
They have
anybody.
no crime, yeah.
No crime at all. Just Pirate Bay and Julian Assange. That's about it.
And when there is crime, it's just people schmorkin borkin whenever they rob banks.
Yeah.
Give me a real money.
That was a little Indian accent.
I am from Stockholm.
Svid.
Slowly getting racist.
Nobody here looks like Scandinavian at all.
I do. You kidding?
Oh yeah, you do. But in the way that you look in your camera, you don't really.
Yeah,
as
my
much.
hair's getting darkened. I'm pale
Which is
as
weird
ever.
because I am Icelandic in heritage. In
Are you really?
one part of my heritage, yes.
Yeah, so if you like this, you'll love episode 25, yet to be titled. I had an idea where we could call it stoked asticity after the word stochasticity, which means randomness, but that might be a little out there for people.
No, I like it. That's good.
All right. Well, it will probably be called stoked asticity, and Kieran will get it up in the next few days. For now, enjoy this.
Putting the pressure on me. I have to name it that. Damn it.
No, you don't have to. It's up for a vote, or it's your call. Stop making faces. He's making faces on the camera. This is awful. He's like 10 miles from me too, so I can't like slap him. It's terrible.
It's
When
first
you
world.
could drive 10 miles. It's like
I have a 10-mile arm.
5 minutes.
Get that icing can off your screen. We do not want to see that anymore. He's been playing with an icing can the entire episode. It's pretty ridiculous.
I was eating it for a good while before the episode started. Too.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Man.
You caused hijinks, and that should not be forgiven.
I think people enjoy it.
Maybe.
They can't see it.
All right, well, thank you for listening.
If you liked this mini episode, you'll love Kind of a Talk Show, episode 25, available on iTunes and our website.